But first of all, Giles Harto, who is the chairman of the Greater London region of the Institution of Mechanical Engineers, is going to say a few words, and then he's going to, I'm going to announce the winners. He is going to present the prizes. Thank you. Giles.
Thank you very much, David. Welcome again, everyone. What a fantastic day. I think the first thing that I'd like to say is, isn't engineering difficult? I mean, how challenging was today? I mean, you look at the competition and you look at the way that the competitors, really two teams managed to really achieve the result at the end of it. But when you look back over the last few weeks and months that you've been working on this project, hopefully you'll look back and you'll realise that actually every step of the way you've learned something, and you've actually come to today, and even though you haven't actually maybe achieved the main goal, everything you've put into it and learnt through from the engineering principles through to the build stage, through to the testing stage, has actually come together and working as a team, most importantly, which is probably, I'd say, one of the most important parts of today. You learn as individuals and you do your courses and you get your grades, but when you go out into the real world, you work as a team. You work in teams, in companies, all the time, not just with mechanical engineers that you might be studying, but as you can see today, the challenge wasn't just mechanical engineering. There was electronics involved, there was material, design and choice, there was a wide range of disciplines, and you will work with people that are very expert in each of those professions as part of being an engineer in multidisciplinary teams, which is the standard thing to do these days in engineering. So when you look back at this challenge, hopefully you'll see that the main point of it really is about engineering knowledge, discipline, perseverance. It's not easy, but keep trying because eventually you'll get there. And if you had, say, more time, if you think about if you were running this event and you had 2 more months or 3 more months or whatever, you would have had more time to actually optimize the design, to make it achievable, to make it workable. And actually, that's really what this is about. So I'd like to say a few thank yous. I'd like to thank, firstly, David Ball for setting up the challenge in the first place. David's been hugely inspirational in actually enabling this competition to take place. And we're so privileged and pleased in London to be running it for the last 2 years. I'd like to thank Tony White, who's a member of the Greater London Region Committee, which runs a lot of these sort of initiatives in the London region for the MEch. Tony's been inspirational in setting this competition up for this heat in the London region, and we're really looking forward to the national final on October so we can challenge the North West and hopefully a few other regions as well. Kingston University, thank you so much for hosting. For those of you that know, there's actually a Southwest Area Committee in London that's based at the Penryn Road campus. So if you're interested in getting involved in more MEch activities, there's an area committee there that develops and provides support for students, graduates, and throughout your career as an engineer. So get involved if you wish to. The other thing I'd like to say is, when it comes to it, being an engineer is about really trying your best and applying what you've learnt in university. One of the things that David touched on was about when you come into your professional career, you finish university, you're looking for jobs, and I look at CVs and see CVs all the time for people applying for jobs as part of my professional career myself. And the one thing that always stands out is people that have done that extra bit. They've done challenges like this. They've done work experience each summer, like in between their university courses. They've done industrial placements. They're the people that actually get the jobs at the end of the day because they're the people that stand out. So I'd encourage all of you to think about that and make sure that you do things like this. The fact you're here today is a great start. So carry that through your university years, and then you'll be ready when it comes to it to get that job and then start straight away your professional career. So have a think about that and make sure you focus on doing that a little bit extra all the time. So, without further ado, we'll get into the prizes. That's what we all want to hear. So, well done.
Right, so the winner of the presentation competition is Kingston B. Will come forward to receive a cash prize of £100, and each member of the team will receive a certificate.
Thank you very much.
Well done, congratulations.
Cheers.
That's the prize money and your certificates. I'll give them for the team. Well done, congratulations.
Thanks
Well
very
done,
much.
well done.
Okay. Thank you, well done.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorted.
So the winner of the poster competition is UCL B, who will receive a cash prize of £100. Will the team come forward to receive their prize and a certificate?
Well done. Well, thank you. There you go. Well done. Well done. There you go. Certificates.
Oh, I've got it. Go on. The winner of the peer review competition is Brunel A. Will you come forward for a prize of £200 and a certificate?
Congratulations. Thank you very much. Well done. There you go. There's the prize. Well done. Congratulations.
Okay. Yeah.
Congratulations.
All the very best to you.
Congratulations.
Well done.
And there's your certificates.
Well done. Well done. Right, now the runner-up in the Design Challenge competition is Brunel B. Will they come forward for a cash prize of £300 and a certificate?
Well done. Well done. Yeah. Great little device that was. Well done.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
I should pause for a few minutes now really, but the winner of the Greater London Region Design Challenge Competition 2015 is Middlesex B. Will you come forward please for a prize of £500 and certificate? Thank you.
Congratulations. Well done. Well done. Great device. Well
Very
done.
well done. Congratulations. Well done. We'll see you across the road to have a drink from your family and fun.
I think we're going to do a photo.
I'd like to, just take a photo. So if you want to stand, then are you going to present the
Yeah,
colour?
I'll come on this photograph here.
Should we do it?
What are we doing?
With
Do it in front of the
cup
rig.
or- With the cup?
What about the rig?
Yeah.
The rig?
And the cup.
Yeah, we could use a cup. Well, we haven't, I was going to present that later.
Oh,
in a
I
few
see,
minutes.
sorry.
Never mind. There is the cup. I am going to present it shortly, so we'll have a photo.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Come to the rig now. Yeah, you've won. Hold your certificates up, or have you got your certificate?
You done?
All right, one more. One more. Lovely. Thank you.
So, they've already got the cup. It gives me great pleasure to be able to present the Design Challenge Cup or trophy for the Greater London region to Middlesex B. Will the representative from the university please come forward to receive the cup together with a certificate? for winning the competition. So if you want to, you're going to take, somebody going to take a picture? Yeah. We're counting this one. Right.
It's gone upside down. Sorry.
Do you want us to stand on our heads too?
Lovely. Thank you.
Thank you. Right, now the certificate, we've made it out wrong.
Oh.
So we would have to send it to you.
Okay.
Okay. But obviously
Okay.
you're going to get it, so you can put it up. Yep. Okay.
I'll look after the money.
Okay, thank you. So now I can formally invite the winning team and the runner-up to the National Design Challenge competition to be held at Birdcage Walk, London on the 2nd of October. And all the very best to you and extremely well done. Right. I'd just like to say that in the national finals in October, we are looking for excellence of design and reliability. And the regional winners don't have to use the same device. And they can learn from others. They can learn from other regions. But they'll have to keep within the same specification, of course. An example, if Rolls-Royce were designing a new aero engine, they wouldn't start from scratch. They would learn from the technology they already have. They'd learn from others, other companies, and they would come up with a better design so that they could achieve their objectives and hopefully reduce the fuel, reduce the noise, etc. So really, this is what we're asking you to do in the final. Come up with a design that is excellent, one that is a world beater. And you have the opportunity, and you will win. The winning university will get a very prestigious cup to keep until next year, and the members of the winning team will also receive a prestigious cup to keep indefinitely. And it's a very valuable certificate you will get, so please listen to what I am saying. So the institution is pleased to continue to promote and support this competition because of the exposure it gives to undergraduates, and I personally have enjoyed today. I certainly hope that you have. I've said that at a later date, everyone that's competing will receive a certificate, and could I ask the university representatives if they could send to probably Rachel or Tony the individuals who have competed today so that we can complete the certificates. Just to keep you informed, we had a similar competition to this on the 18th of March, and the winning time was 7 seconds. That's in the northwest. So you've got a good opportunity there. But of course they will be trying to beat that, and they will know what your time is when I tell them. So we'll be having another one in the northeast on the 22nd of April, and hopefully another one at Southampton University probably in May. But that's not been finalised as yet. We are disseminating the challenge throughout the UK so that all regions will be participating, we hope, in a few years' time. And it will then become a very prestigious competition, hopefully with sponsors. And I'll just mention just a word about sponsors. We know that it's becoming more national. We're starting to talk to sponsor companies. And I'm not looking for money from the sponsors, although it would be nice. What I'm looking for is real work experience. I'd like, for instance, from Rolls-Royce, for them to offer us 6 months, almost a contract in their research and development department, so that the undergraduate could go in there and do a real job in a real engineering environment. And if we can get more companies to do that, perhaps at some stage we can offer placements to everyone who enters this competition. That's our goal. So we are moving forward. It will become more prestigious and more worthwhile in the future. You will be handed questionnaires very shortly if you already haven't been handed them. Can I please appeal to you to tell us what you think about this competition? If you think it's rubbish, tell us it's rubbish. If you think it's good, tell us it's good. But comment. We'd like to improve it each year. We will look at and listen to what you say. So please put as much information on it as you can. So all that remains now is the event summary, and Dr. Helen Mears has agreed to close the event today and to say a few words in doing so. So can I hand over to Helen? Thank you.
Well, what a day. It's been pretty awesome, isn't it? Congratulations to everyone. I think it's been absolutely brilliant, and I get very excited, although I'm supposed to, like, you know, be sort of really serious about it because I'm, you know, but I get really quite excited about it. So well done to those who've won. Well done to those who haven't. You know, I think David has pretty much summed it up when he said, you know, you learn from your mistakes, and as engineers, and David, I'm sure, will admit to making plenty of mistakes throughout his career, and you learn from those mistakes. Yeah, we try not to own up to those sort of things. But you know, you do make mistakes. You do find that you've done things wrong. You do end up with customers shouting at you and, you know, tearing your ear off when you've got something wrong because you didn't fulfil the design brief. That's going to happen, guys. And I'm afraid that's the real world of engineering. But that's the challenge, and I think you have all really proved yourself today from that point of view. So I've been kind of scribbling down a few words. I won't keep you for too long, but this morning I talked about CDIO, the conceived, design and implementation and operation of a project, the project process. The institution conceived the idea that young people should compete in a design challenge to test their technical and manufacturing skills against their contemporaries. The design of that idea is that students should build a climbing device. Today, you have demonstrated your ability to implement that design and to operate it in a fast, noisy and pretty entertaining way. I hope that you take away from this event the need for engineers not only to understand the fundamental theory of this discipline, which in itself is a complex one, but to also acknowledge the fact that theory does not always translate into practice, success, or for some of you, movement. However, I'd just like to say that thank you so much for your enthusiasm, for your persistence, and for your camaraderie. What I have seen today is a bunch of people who don't necessarily know each other, have never met before, who have been helping each other. And ultimately, that's what it's all about. So I hope you've enjoyed the day. I certainly have. And I'd like to say thank you and goodbye to all of you. And hope to see those who are going to be taking part in the final in October. Thanks very much.